freedom, and beauty to everyone. I am Technomage, and I cannot believe I'm doing this to myself again. Welcome to my review of Amazon, The Lord of the Rings of Power, Season 2. Yep, they did it. Well, we already know, we already knew there was going to be a Season 2. After all, we knew that by contract, Amazon has to produce like what, 3 or 4 seasons already? And I barely survived doing a review of season 1. It was so boring, and I reviewed that season alongside She-Hulk. I almost died. Well, this time I am not making that mistake because as I review The Rings of Power season 2, I'm also going to review Terminator Zero. And yes, I know that Terminator Zero was released in full, all 8 episodes, but it has 8 episodes, just like Rings of Power Season 2 will have. So I will review every episode together, like one episode of each. And since the Rings of Power premiered with 3 episodes, by the way, it has 8 episodes in total, so we almost have half of the series in just 1 week. That's how much hope Amazon has for this series, or how desperate they are to make it relevant that they just really dumped 3 episodes in one go. And after what, and well, it has the quality that you would expect of this thing. The first episode is 1 hour and 15 minutes long, and I had to watch it at
under me,
50%
Sauron.
quicker pace, and it still feels slow. Another thing, this first episode, I don't know who the hell managed the editing of this episode, but whoever it was, it deserves to be, he or she, they deserve to be fired, because the lighting on this episode is horrendous. I had to go between having my screen at maximum brightness and then reduce the brightness again because I almost go blind. And then again, it's too dark, then it's too bright. Then again, it's dark, and it's bright, and it's dark, and it's bright again, and it's dark, and it's bright. And it's, well, kind of in the mid. And I cannot believe that they continue with the same problems that season 1. First of all, they tried to make Sauron a compelling character, like he was betrayed, and then he had to rebuild himself, but Sauron rebuilt his body after he was betrayed and destroyed. He remade his body by murdering an innocent old woman. Then he could have saved this old man, and what does he do? He steals his necklace that has the Southland's royal family emblem, which we see in season 1 that Galadriel thinks he is the king of the Southlands. And then he encounters Galadriel. And by the way, speaking of Galadriel, Galadriel didn't tell anybody about Halbrand being Sauron, even after he completed the 3 rings of power for the elves. And finally, she confesses to Gil-galad.
Yes, Sauron.
And what does Gil-galad, being the High King of the Elves, being so old and wise, should said, "Oh, Sauron made those rings. Let's destroy them." But no, what does he say? He completely gives Galadriel reason that now that the rings are so powerful that they have to use them, that they are necessary. But Elrond at least has some common sense and and he jumps, trying to take the rings away. Sauron, still being the liar, tries to get Adar to do what he wants, and we have again Nori and the wizard traveling to find his stars, the constellation that he wants to find. They were the least annoying part of this episode. And then we get introduced to this character.
Thank you, Master Círdan.
Círdan, who was a very old and wise and respected elf. And why is he so important? He is a ring bearer. According to the lore, he is one of the ring bearers of the 3 Elven rings. And just now, on season 2, he gets dumped on our lap. So we know that there is a 3rd ring bearer. What we're going to know in a few minutes. And Elrond goes to him so that he can destroy the rings. And by the way, again, you can see anything is so bloody dark. And he was about to drop the rings in the sea, but something smacked his boat and he dropped the bag, and he sees inside and he has a Gollum-esque "my precious" moment when he sees the rings. And we actually have a beautiful moment on this episode. I'm going to put the speed in normal again. With Gil-galad singing. And I applaud the actor who plays Gil-galad, because apparently he is a trained singer, and you can tell because that is a beautiful voice. Bravo, bravo. I give credit where credit is due. And well, Sauron in the end gets what he wants because Gil-galad, Galadriel, and by the way, how Galadriel gets her ring? It fell to the ground and oh, the ring chose her. And with this power, they managed to revitalize the sacred tree of the elves, the one that gave them the light of Valinor that allowed them to stay on Middle-earth. And I have to say, this also looks rather beautiful, I have to admit. And wow! Galadriel actually smiling! Seeing Galadriel's permanent angry face, resting bitch face, you forget that her actress Morphe Clark is actually a gorgeous young woman. And I forgot to show, Gil-galad sent a messenger to Celebrimbor in Eregion to tell him that Halbrand is Sauron, but Halbrand arrived to Celebrimbor before he received that message. And that's the end of episode 1. Again, as I said, we continue with the low quality of season 1. Whoever did the editing doesn't know how to do his, her, their jobs, because as I said, I had to jump from maximum brightness on my screen to minimum brightness, and then back to maximum, then to minimum again, just back and forth. It was really annoying. The acting again and the dialogues are really forced. I mean, the only dialogue in the episode that was actually very well performed, as I said, was Gil-galad singing. But this is just the beginning of Amazon's character assassination and destruction of Tolkien's lore. And I will explain more in my reviews of episode 2 and 3. This is the Technomage signing off. Thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.